Foldable smartphones have transformed the mobile phone industry with creative designs and better functionality. The Honor Magic V3 and the Z Fold 6 are two of the most popular options in this category. This video compares the design, performance, camera capabilities, and other features of these top foldable phones to help you make an educated selection. The development of foldable smartphones started with early thoughts and prototypes, demonstrating flexible display technology. Advancements in materials and engineering have resulted in commercially feasible foldable phones. These devices combine the ease of a small form factor with a tablet's extended screen real estate, bridging the gap between the two device categories. The Z Fold 6 was officially announced on July 10th, and the Honor Magic V3 became official on July 12th. Both are book-style foldables designed to be premium alternatives. This implies they are ideal candidates to compete against one another, since anyone looking to purchase a foldable right now would most certainly consider these two. Samsung usually wins the foldable fight by popular vote, but does it have what it takes to defeat the Magic V3 on paper? Walk with me and we'll break it down. The two most recent book-style foldables square off without holding back. Here's a short overview of how the gadgets compare to one another. These two cell phones are as different as they come. The Z Fold 6 has a more contemporary design with flat edges, smooth surfaces, and sharp corners. With its curvier form, I'd argue it appears a lot more futuristic than the Honor Magic V3. Which one you like is a question of personal preference, but they both look beautiful since I can't choose a favorite. The screens on both smartphones are hotly debated, particularly the primary displays. Both feature 120 Hz with LTPO AMOLED panels, although the Magic V3 is more significant at 7.92 inches, while the Z Fold 6 has 7.6 inches. Even with a larger display, the Magic V3 has a better resolution with a 204 ppi pixel density, compared to 374 for the Samsung. The Z Fold 6 does, however, offer a brighter screen with a peak brightness of 2600 nits, which significantly outperforms the Magic V3's 1800. Comparing cover displays is relatively easy. The Magic V3 boasts a larger 6.43-inch device than the Samsung, which is 6.3 inches. Both have LTPO 120 Hz with OLED displays, although the Z Fold 6 has a slightly higher resolution, resulting in a 410 ppi pixel density compared to 402 ppi. There isn't much to complain about here unless you require larger displays or brighter screens. Both phones use the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, but in somewhat different variations. The Honor Magic V3 receives the standard Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. However, the Z Fold 6 receives the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy, which is slightly faster on the central Cortex-X4 core, clocking in at 3.39 GHz rather than 3.0 GHz on the vanilla Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. However, all other Z Fold 6 chip cores are clocked somewhat slower. Both phones have 12 gigs of RAM, while the Magic V3 only has that on the 256 gigs variant. For all others, it goes up to 16 gigs. Both devices are available in 256 gigs, 512 gigs, and 1 TB capacities. Regarding batteries and charging, there's not much of a fight here. The Z Fold 6 features a 4400 mAh battery with 25-watt cable and 15-watt wireless charging. Despite its slim profile, the Magic V3 has a 5150 mAh battery and supports 66-watt cable and 50-watt wireless charging. Cameras are difficult to compare on paper, but the Magic V3 comes out on top. First, let's talk about selfie cameras. It employs identical 20 megapixels units on both the cover and prominent displays. At the same time, the Z Fold 6 settles for 10 megapixels on the cover display and experiments with the 4 megapixels under-display camera inside. Both smartphones include a 50 megapixels primary sensor with PDAF and OIS. The Honor 50 megapixels telephoto offers 3.5x optical zoom, and the Z Fold 6's 10 megapixels has 3x optical zoom. The Honor's increased resolution will undoubtedly benefit its digital zoom capabilities. The Magic V3 has a 40 megapixels ultra-wide sensor, compared to the Z Fold 6's 12 megapixels sensor. Honor has an effortless victory here, at least on paper. The Z Fold 6 is $100 more costly than its predecessor, costing $1,899 in the United States. It is accessible worldwide. The Magic V3 is now only accessible in China, a significant disadvantage, but a worldwide launch is expected. It costs $1,240. That's a significant price difference, particularly given that the Magic V3 matches or outperforms the Samsung model in every category. The only drawback is that they will be challenging to obtain for the time being. If you're willing to go through the bother of having it sent to you, you'll still save money over the Z Fold 6, given the roughly $700 difference. For me, the Magic V3 is a clear winner here. Some may be surprised, while others may be offended. The arrogant will reply, but what about the Honor Magic V3? Yes, the Honor Magic V3, now only available in China, is smaller, folded up at 9.3mm, and weighs 230 grams. But it is broader at 74mm, bringing it closer to the iPhone 15 Pro Max than the Z Fold 6. Many may argue that this is positive since it is closer to a normal-sized phone than the Samsung Foldable. So far, I've been using the Z Fold 6 closed except while watching movies, and it's the most ergonomic and workable version yet. The Z Fold 5 was already much superior to prior Fold phones owing to minor improvements by Samsung to the aspect ratio and bezel size. Still, the Z Fold 6's further changes make it even better. I've never had trouble typing, using applications, or engaging with the cover screen. The phone's 12mm thickness makes it comfortable to grasp and hold, and the compact camera module adds very little to its dimensions. I've also tried the Vivo X Fold 3 Pro folding phone, which weighs 236 grams, is 72mm wide, and 11mm thick. In terms of size, it is somewhere between the Honor and Samsung phones, and it is more difficult to operate one-handed than the Z Fold 6. I'm not claiming the new Samsung phone is the finest folding phone ever, and everyone else is wrong, but you shouldn't assume that smaller and broader means better since they are different, and one may fit you better. Try them all before making a purchase. My first 2 days with the Z Fold 6 have been spent chiefly finding the ergonomic changes, which is understandable given that there isn't much else to uncover about the significantly new phone. The software, camera, and CPU have all been improved, but barely, so I'm not using a significantly different phone from the Z Fold 5. That still makes it a fantastic phone, but the specifications have mostly stayed the same, especially if you already own the previous generation. I can't call the enhanced design revolutionary either since the improvements are minor compared to last year, and the phone hasn't undergone any major design modifications. However, the little differences begin to pile up when you consider the whole spectrum of Samsung's big-screen folding smartphones. The Z Fold 6 is undoubtedly Samsung's most useful iteration yet, and since durability has increased with hardware advancements, I feel confident using it without a cover. That wasn't something I could say about the first Galaxy Fold. While the Z Flip 5's hardware received more attention than its big screen brother last year, the Z Fold 6's components have undergone the most drastic alterations this year, which is highly welcome. Even after an hour with the phone before launch, I commented that if the upgrade offers where I live were better, I'd be waiting for my model to come. Although I'm halfway through my final evaluation, my first opinion has stayed the same. It's another excellent fold phone from Samsung. User experience and usability. On a Magic V3, users praised the Magic V3's flawless folding mechanism, intelligent software, and overall build quality. The gadget is acclaimed for its simplicity and seamless transition between folded and unfolded modes. The Z Fold 6 provides a superb user experience because of its sturdy hinge, bright display, and feature-rich software. Users like the multitasking skills and adaptability given by the folding phone's multitasking abilities and adaptability. What do you think about this competition between Samsung and Apple? Which phone are you more excited about? Let us know in the comments below. Then I will see you in my next video. See you tomorrow. Peace out.